Hello guys, what's going on? My name is Football Fanatic and today we are doing something different. We're doing a deep dive and we're talking about why the Philadelphia Eagles will be contenders next season. The Philadelphia Eagles are a very underrated team, I feel like, going into this season. I feel like they're highly underestimated because they've struggled with injuries for the past two seasons, but they were able to overcome these injuries and still make the playoffs, which some teams cannot do. And it's kind of surprising how teams still underrate these Philadelphia Eagles after they've shown in 2017, 18, and 19 how they've been able to make the playoffs three seasons in a row with injuries and even win the division last year while Dallas couldn't do anything. And I want to talk about this offseason the Philadelphia Eagles had. The Philadelphia Eagles did a lot in the offseason. They were able to sign Javon Hargrave, amazing defensive tackle, to even improve this depth in their defensive tackle spot. And I feel like this is going to be a big reason why the Eagles have probably a top three, top five pass rush next season. It's going to let the edge off and let Derek Barnett get some rushes in. Brandon Graham will be on the outside. And then you got Javon Hargrave, Malik Jackson, and Fletcher Cox in the interior. And that's just amazing. I mean, you cannot ask for a better line than that. And now let's talk. If everyone can stay healthy on that defense, I mean, they got Darius Slay as a cornerback, and he's one of the best covers in the league. And then they also have Nicole Roby Coleman, amazing slot, probably a top five slot in the NFL right now. Sidney Jones can have a breakout season this year, and I feel like that's one of the reasons teams are underestimating this guy. I mean, he can break out this year, and if not, we got Avonte Maddox who can play the outside, who's been pretty good for us lately. So those two are going to play for the outside. That's three good cornerbacks. And then you got safety, it might not be the best. I mean, you got Jalen Mills, but he played safety before. He was an all-star safety in college. So maybe he goes in that role and he plays better. I mean, he played pretty darn good as a cornerback last year, and he's okay at tackling. Rodney McLeod, he's just a solid safety, and I feel like that whole cover core and the defensive line should make up for the poor linebackers. They don't invest a lot in linebackers, and it shows. They just don't treat linebackers at all. But Nathan Gerry and that one player the Eagles have that's highly underrated is, I forget the name of the middle linebacker, but he's a very he missed he had no missed tackles last year. I mean, he made every single tackle last year. And teams are underestimating him. And Nathan Gerry, I mean, he had 3 picks last year, almost 100 tackles. He could be a solid linebacker. Now let's talk about the offense. Carson Wentz. This guy can stay healthy, and if his weapons can stay healthy, he can be deadly. 30 touchdown passes at most. I mean, you got an up-and-coming star at running back, Miles Sanders. He's going to be a superstar in the next few years. I mean, it was showed he had 500 receiving yards, 800 yards rushing, and what? He only started like 8, 9 games, and he played like 15, I think. I mean, he could have had 1,000 yards if he got that hot start right off the bat, but he had to get in and get into the groove. Receiving wise, I mean, you got Alshon Jeffery. He's going to be out till about October. But you remember, we got Marquise Goodwin. We got a solid receiver in Jalen Reagor. I mean, I think he's going to have like 700, 800 yards as a rookie next season. You also got, what, let me think. I know we got Greg Ward to play there. We got Marquise Goodwin, Deshaun Jackson, Alshon Jeffery, John Hightower, and Quez Watkins. I mean, you got young depth, and what else do you need? You got young depth, players the veterans that can teach those young receivers, and I feel like that's the best part about this offense. And then the dual tight end set and one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, minus Brandon Brooks, but I feel like Brandon Brooks can teach Matt Pryor to become a better guard, and maybe even shift him into just a starting caliber, not an all pro, but just a starting caliber for now. And you got Miles Sanders and that quarterback, and dude, they are going to have such an amazing season if everyone can stay healthy. But if they go through that injury bug next season, it's a 50-50 coin flip right now, guys. But if they can stay healthy, look at what they did 2019 without staying healthy. Carson Wentz led them to the playoffs. They lost, oh well. They couldn't overcome it, oh well. But guess what? The end goal was they made the playoffs. 2018, they suffered injury bugs. They beat the Chicago Bears, and they almost beat the New Orleans Saints and won the game if Alshon Jeffery didn't drop the ball. If this team can stay healthy, they can become the contenders in the NFL every team will not expect. They will not expect this team to make the Super Bowl. You know why? Because they're heavily doubted because of their reputation of their team. The fans, the reputation, teams don't like this team because of their reputation. But I feel like Philadelphia can go back to the Super Bowl and win their second title. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do agree, please like, comment, subscribe. Put your predictions down below. What you think will happen. I think a 12-4 season for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they make the first seed and they win the Super Bowl. That's my key prediction. Not even the Super Bowl. I'm saying they will contend for a Super Bowl spot next season. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.